And 8 p.m. 8 p.m. से 8 p.m. मतलब अभी जो 4.
So here are the few chat links which I have pasted in the chat box. First link will be of syllabus link. You can just click on this link to just have access of your syllabus. Payment you can make by clicking on this particular link. Share your feedback by clicking on the filling this form. So if you want more batch details, you can just click on this link to have your complete batch details. So in case you have any query related to your course, you can feel free to drop us an email on support@olympiadscience.com, or you can drop us a WhatsApp message also. So in case you find an internet glitch and you're not able to connect via Zoom with us, so you can watch us this live demo on Facebook also, okay? Because we are going to go live on Facebook. So I'll not take much time. Your mentor is already here. So I'll hand over to Usha ma'am to just provide a brief introduction about herself to you, because she is a wonderful mentor. All of it to you,
Good
ma'am.
evening. Thank you so much, Pooja. Good evening, everybody. Many of you know me, and it's so, as I told you before, also it feels very nice to see students coming back. That is, that is the biggest gift or achievement that we get as mentors. So I am Dr. Usha Banerjee. I have a PhD in computer science, and I'm in academics for a long time now, 25 years almost. And with Olympiad success, I am involved for several years now, almost I think 4 years, and I have got taught several batches. And many of my students who were with me in class 6 have already finished their board exams class 10. And even now I have a lot of students who are, doing class 6 to class 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with me. I think that is the biggest achievement for me, or my biggest, motivational factor. I am not a so-called school teacher. I teach only because of passion. I like to teach, and that's the reason I am here with you today. And I focus on clearing the concepts, okay? Many of you, those who have done your class 6 with me, you also know that I always, if you tell me this is the answer of a question, I will ask you why. And also ask you why the others are not the correct answer. So my focus is on explaining the concepts and hoping that you understand the concepts. Once your concepts are clear, you can answer all the questions very easily. So learning up is a strict no-no in my class. Those who have done course classes with me in class 6 know that very well. So if you don't ask questions, I ask questions. And unfortunately, the demo, all of you are muted, but my class is extremely interactive. And not only that, you can annotate on the whiteboard also. Everything is okay. So I look forward to the demo, and definitely I look forward to having you in my class. I've had a wonderful session with many of you in class 6, and I really look forward. When I get good, bright, intelligent, interactive students, it makes me also, perform better. Right? So looking forward to seeing you all in the live class. Thank you so much, Pooja. Off to you.
Thank you so much, Usha ma'am. So are you ready for so many questions? The bundle of questions you're going to get. So be ready for the same. Okay, let me share my screen with you all. How to choose the batch, please guide. Okay, Suja, we have shared few links. You can just click on those links and you can just choose the batch, okay? Or you can contact us on sport number also. I've shared few links just again. So let me share my PPT. You'll get to know about more of this. Okay. Hope my screen is visible to everybody.
Yes.
As you know that we all are meeting us on Olympiad Success platform. So Olympiad Success is India's largest online platform for Olympiad examination, which includes 8 courses that include subjects mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken and written, Vedic maths, and coding. So we do provide one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes for grade 2 to 12. So it includes one-on-one preparation classes for international mathematics, Olympiad, SESMO, SEMO, HKIMO, TIMO, Math Counts, US Common Core, Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, PRM. So you can meet our rank holders on the screen. They're kids like you only. So your picture will also come in case you score well. Right? So work hard and score good. So the session includes group sessions with around 20 students delivered through Zoom with our seasoned tutors. So sessions will be 3 days per week. Days will be Tuesday, Thursday. Timings for Tuesday, Thursday will be 6:30 p.m. till 7:45 p.m. Sunday timings will be 5:30 p.m. till 6:45 p.m. with 5 minutes of break. The session includes a mix of theory, practice questions, doubt sessions, and discussion on previous year papers. Students will get reading material and practice questions, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. Soon I'm going to give you a tour for the same. Students will get a free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice topic-wise mock tests for both math and reasoning too, as logical reasoning constitutes 10 to 15% of the questions. The objective of these sessions is to provide introduction to the entire curriculum and give sufficient headway to the student compared to their peers. So these are few links wherein you can just have access for the course. So no need to worry. Links have been already pasted in the chat box. I'll paste it again for you to avail. The syllabus can avail by clicking on this particular link. The fees for this course is 12,044 rupees for 55 session. Payment can be made by clicking on this particular link. The fees includes online classes, daily reading notes and exercises, practice of previous year papers, access to Olympiad Success platform for mathematics plus logical reasoning. So what all you need for this? Just a laptop or desktop with good internet speed, with camera clarity, plus headphones for better audio clarity. So as you know, Olympiad examinations are a little tougher than the regular examination, your school examination. So what you have to do is you have to just spare 2 hours every day for the preparation, that you can score well and you can come out in rank holder names. So live classes starts from Tuesday, 16th of April. So this is all about course. So now I'll give you the tour, dashboard tour. As you all can see my screen, you have to just enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com. By clicking on this, you get this page on your screen wherein you need to just enter your correct user details. The moment you will register with us, you will get your user details, okay? That you can access all your material easily. So make sure that you enter correct user details, otherwise you will not be able to log in. After entering your details, you will get this page on your screen, which is having a personal details. So check your details, whether these are correct. In case you find any error, you can just click rectify it over there and you can click on update button. After this, you have to just click on live classes for your reading material and stuff. So clicking on live classes, you'll get this page on your screen where you need to select your subject for which specific subject you want to see your material. So science, and your topic also for which specific topic you want to see your stuff. So this is a schedule wherein you'll get a clarity that in which session we're going to cover a specific topic. So make sure that you just check your schedule and you can download this PDF and you can keep it saved in your device. Each and every PDF is downloadable. You can just download it and you can keep it saved in your device in case you want to read it offline. See, this is a schedule. This will give you the clarity that in which session we're going to cover a specific topic. Here is a holiday calendar for your holidays, that you'll get to know that on which festival we do have holidays, that you should not miss any other class. Okay, already classes are twice a week. So after this, there is a reading here. You can just click it over here and you'll have access for the same. This is set one. It's a complete knowledgeable PDF where you can have it access over here in the live classes. Okay, complete huge reading material. This is set one. This is set two. Okay. Here is set three. Okay. So now there's a question paper. These question papers are meant for your practice. So there are answer keys also, but I want you to download your question first, solve it, and then check your answer keys. Don't download your answer keys parallelly, because otherwise sometimes we become that we need to see answer keys parallelly. Okay. So solve it in a fair means and then check your answers. So this is a question paper for your practice. This PDF is also downloaded. Okay. And here is the answer key for this paper. You can check your answers once you're done with your paper. Set two. Answer key for set 2. Question paper for set 3. Okay. So there is a lot of practice, students, you can see that will take you to good scores, because there is a phrase that we can say, practice makes a man perfect, right? So practice a lot to score well. So after this live classes, you'll get your reading till your question papers, your schedule and holiday calendar. After this, you have to just go on worksheet for your more practice. So clicking on worksheet, you'll get this worksheet page on your screen wherein you just need to select your subject again. And then you can see your worksheets. Okay, so there are a number of worksheets that you can select and you are good to go. So I'm going to select my number 1 worksheet. So I'll show you how you can click on take exam. So while clicking on take exam, you'll get the general instructions on your screen wherein you need to read these instructions carefully that you should not commit any mistake while attempting the worksheet. Okay, so after that, you have to just click on start worksheet. So while clicking on start worksheet, you'll get all the questions on your screen. You can see there are 50 questions, right? So you have to just attempt each and every question carefully with proper attention that you should not commit any mistake. So for example, this is a question, you have to move, you're done with question 1, you have to move on question 2. So you have to select your answers and you keep on moving ahead. So once you're done with all your questions, you have to submit your worksheet. For that, you have to just click on finish button. Make sure that you should review all your questions once again, that in case you find any error, you can just rectify it before submitting. So yes, I've reviewed all the questions, because once your submission is done, you will not be able to make changes, right? And make sure that you submit your worksheet, otherwise you will not be able to see your performance. So that was the feedback page. If you want to give, you can give, otherwise you can click on later button also. So now you are done with the worksheet. You want to see your performance. For that, you have to just click on performance button, which is right after this worksheet button. Again, you have to select your subject for which specific subject you want to see. I've attempted this worksheet just now, so I'm going to click on this. You can check through date. So you can see my performance. I've attempted 3 questions all around, right? Because I've just not attempted in a concentration manner. So that's the reason I tell you that whenever you're attempting the worksheet, make sure that you pay your proper attention towards your worksheet. Okay, don't fill the answers randomly. So this is all about dashboard. In worksheet, you'll get a practice worksheets, and performance, you'll get to know about worksheet. In live classes, you'll get to know about your reading till, your question papers, and your answer keys, your schedule, and your holiday calendar. Okay? So you can just log out and you're going to go. Each and every PDF is downloadable. You can download it and you can keep it safe in your device. So this is all about your dashboard and your course details. So if anybody is having any query related to that, drop it in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer your queries. Okay, good evening once again to all who all has joined us late. I'll tell you once again, this demo mute setting will be for today only. In upcoming sessions, you will be able to interact with the mentor. Okay, so in case you have any questions or anything, you can just drop it in the chat box. We'll be able to communicate via that. Is there any WhatsApp group for science class? Sruja, you can just contact on the support number. Okay, they'll guide you, because we do create groups once students are enrolled in the batches and we are going to start with the batch. Okay, one second, I'll just paste this link for you all once again. These are our support numbers. Okay, so you can just contact on this. Otherwise, you can just, if you want to buy a course, what you have to do is you can just click on this. Payment can be made at this link. Okay, so in second one, you can just click it and you can just buy your course. So I'm pasting all these relevant links again, wherein you get to know about the things. After syllabus, there is a particular link for the payment. You can make it and you can buy your course. And there is a all batch detail link also, and you can click it and you'll get the complete details. Otherwise, you can just contact us on these two support numbers and you can email us also. Definitely our support team will get back to you soon. Hope your question is answered, Suja. Okay, payment is done. And then you need to, this today's the demo, then batch will start, and then, okay, so then batch will start, then classes will be continuing. Right? Okay, I think that's your query. Yeah. So you know when your batch is going to start? Just now I've shown the PPT. Oh my goodness, when test will start, ma'am? Super excited or thrilled to quickly go ahead with the test? This is just the demo today. Attend your demo, then slowly and steadily everything will move ahead. Okay, if you don't have any other questions, let me ask you questions. Let me check whether you have seen PPT carefully or not. What are the class days? What are the class days? Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Very nice. Do we get link for every class? Yes, Suja, you will get link for, you will get one link. Via that link only you have to join every class. Okay. So group will be made. Group becomes created like before, for example, your class is going to start on 16th April, right? So your group will be created by 2-3 days before or one day before, right? So in that you'll get a particular link with complete details with meeting ID also, wherein you can use that link for every class. Okay. So what are the class timings? Days are correct. Very nice. Tuesday, Thursday. Rudra, what are the spelling of Thursday? What is this THER? No, Tanmay. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. No. Tuesday, Thursday, timing will be 6:30. Sunday will be 5:30. Okay. So there is a little change in the time. So Tuesday, Thursday, 6:30. Sunday will be 5:30. People have not seen the PPT carefully. Ah, no problem. I tell you again. Tuesday, Thursday will be 6:30. Sunday will be 5:30. Okay. So I think nobody is having any major query related to any course. Everybody is clear with the things. What are the class timings? Class timings will be Tuesday, Thursday, 6:30, and Sunday will be 5:30. No problem. Everybody is clear with the class timings now? Okay. Everybody is clear with the doubts? Shall we move ahead for the demo?
Okay, can we start the demo?
I think we are good to go, Usha ma'am. They don't have any doubt now. All the best, kids. Enjoy your demo. All right, Usha ma'am,
Thank you,
all over
sir.
to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Pooja. So for today's demo, as I said, I always focus on clearing the concepts. Okay. So I have a thought of taking a very, though the time is very less, I will take you through a demo class on a chapter of physics, which all of you, one chapter which all of you will be having not only in class 7, you will have it in class 8, you will have it in class 10, you will do it in class 11, and you will do it in class 12 also. Right? Okay. Right. So basically, you will have the same chapter light in class 7, 8, not 9, and again in 10. Right. So that's the reason I have chosen the topic of light. Yeah, no problem. Today we are doing light. Shravya is saying last time we did electricity. Yeah, in class 6, when I had taken their batch, I had done a demo on electricity. No problem, we'll do light. So suppose I put all of you into a dark room. Okay, there's absolutely no light. So first of all, when I talk about light, what is light? So light is a form of energy. Can you tell me some other forms of energy? Now I know you're muted. Type it in the text chat window. Any other forms of energy? Yes, heat energy, Shravya. Sun is heat energy. Okay. Friction. Okay. Any other? Sound energy, water energy, electrical energy, kinetic energy. Right, right. So all of us know of different forms of solar energy. Very good. So light is a form of energy, right? Chemical energy, correct. Okay. So basically we have two types of objects. I'll just use this whiteboard only. So we have two types of objects. You have done this in your class 6. It is luminous object and geothermal energy, Rudra, is correct. Non-luminous object. So luminous objects are objects that emit light of their own. The best example we have is sun, a bulb in your house, a tube light, a lit candle, so on and so forth, fire. So all of them are luminous objects. On the other hand, non-luminous objects are those that do not emit light of their own. So an apple is a non-luminous object. You are a non-luminous object. A human being, a dog, a cat, an apple, a ball, etc. So to make it more simpler, suppose you keep a non-luminous, how do we see, non-luminous objects? So today's class will be a bit rushed up. I don't have much time. So basically, we can see non-luminous objects. That's okay, Athar. When light from luminous objects falls on them and is reflected back. If you don't know this, write it down. So suppose I keep an apple in a completely dark room, you cannot see the apple. But as soon as I turn a bulb on in that room, so light of the bulb, say this is the bulb. So light from the bulb is lit. So the light from the bulb will fall on the apple and is reflected back and this is your eye. And this is inside a closed room. So this is how non-luminous objects are visible. Whenever I draw, very soon all of you will be in the classes with me, whether it's class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whenever I draw light rays, I will draw them using blue color. That is just to, help you understand easily. When you will draw light rays or ray diagrams in your copy, in your exam, in your test, you will draw them using the scale and pencil properly, okay? And light rays always should have arrows. The arrows show the direction of the light rays, correct? Sarthak, light travels in straight lines and that is known as the rectilinear propagation of light. Absolutely correct. Okay, so we can see non-luminous objects and this is the reason why you cannot see non-luminous objects when you don't have a luminous object near them. So simply put, this is the reason why you cannot see a ball or a human being or an apple in a completely dark room because there is no luminous object. Right? Understood till here? Okay. Today is a demo class, so my objective will be to cover as much as possible. So don't worry, when we do the actual classes, all of these, I go into a lot of depths with this also. Okay. Now, we have light has what we call as dual nature. I'm sure you don't know this. You are preparing for the Olympiads, right? So you have to prepare one level higher. Dual nature means, dual means two. So light exists both as a wave and as a particle. So light exists both as a wave and as a particle. And this is known as dual nature of light. I will explain, just give some patience. I need some time. What kind of wave light exists as? Light exists as an electromagnetic wave. And what is an electromagnetic wave? It can travel or pass through vacuum. So light exists as an electromagnetic wave. And what is an electromagnetic wave? A wave that can travel in vacuum, that can pass through vacuum. Vacuum is when there is no medium. When I mean medium in science, I'm writing here, when I write medium, I usually mean solid, liquid, or gas. So the three types of medium that we have are solid, liquid, and gas. So light is an electromagnetic wave, which means that it does not require a medium to propagate. Okay? Now, an electromagnetic wave is a wave which does not require a medium. And as a particle, what is the meaning of particle? This particle is known as photon. Photon is nothing but a packet of light. Medium means matter. Medium means solid, liquid, or gas. Okay, Rudra? Medium means solid, liquid, or gas. Right? So the very fact that light can exist in two forms, as a wave and as a particle, is known as the dual nature of light. Dual means two forms. So light can exist as an electromagnetic wave form, or light can exist as a particle form. If you are understanding, please raise your thumb, then I'll know, it gives me, because now all of you are mute, so I can't see you. Okay, clear? Everybody understands English? I hope I'm not going very fast. Okay, definitely all this. What is a photon? A photon is nothing but a packet of light. A small packet of light. So a packet of light, Shanvita, that is known as a photon. So light exists as a wave and exists as a particle, and that particle or the packet of light is called as photon. So this behavior of light, where it can exist in two forms, is known as the dual nature of light. Right? Understood? I know all of you have done light in class 6, but what is the difference in class 7? See, as you go up the classes, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, the complexity, or you go in deeper, and of course the questions are also more complicated. But the concepts remain the same, right? Light is light, it will not change, whether you're in class 6 or whether you're in class 12. Done? Can I rub the whiteboard? Yeah. Okay. Now, we talk about a mirror, right? Very often when we talk about light, we talk about a mirror. What is a mirror? All of you must be having many mirrors at home. Dressing table mirror, bathroom mirror, right? Everybody has mirrors at home. What is a mirror? So basically, I will tell you what is a mirror, okay? First, understand, I will give you time to write. First of all, you take a glass slab or a piece of glass. On the back of the glass slab, you coat it with a layer of black paint. So this is a layer of black paint. And then you cover it a second coating of red paint. So what are these two layers doing? The black paint and the red paint. So these two layers prevent light from passing through the glass slab. So it means it makes it opaque. So it means that the opposite surface or the other surface becomes reflective. So this surface is the reflective surface, and now this glass slab has become what is called as a mirror, and this back surface is known as the darkened or blackened surface. So this is a mirror. In the market, you get mirrors for even 10 rupees. So you have to ensure that whatever light falls on the mirror is reflected back and does not pass through the glass slab. And that is a mirror. Okay. So somehow you have to prevent the light from passing through the glass slab. So basically what you have to do, you have to ensure that whatever light falls on the glass slab is reflected back. Right? Everybody understanding? I can see only a few faces. Lokesh, Sanvita, Ruchira, Anshuman, Ayman Hussain. I can only a few faces. I hope Dhruv is there. Okay, what is the difference between reflection and refraction? I'll come to that slowly, Lokesh. I will not jump. One by one. Everything we will do, including spherical mirrors, but one by one. To put it simply, reflection is the bouncing back of light. Refraction is the bending of light. Now, what is that? I'll explain slowly. Okay? Done? Till here, everybody understood what is a mirror? So whenever somebody asks you what is a mirror, so you will tell that a mirror is a piece of glass which has a darkened surface which prevents light from passing through, thus making the other surface a reflecting surface. Okay, now reflection. By now, you must have understood that I use the whiteboard a lot. I don't read through slides at all. I will show you what is there in the PPT, but after you have understood everything. So reflection is nothing but the bouncing back of light. All of you, I'm sure you must have played with a ball. You bounce a ball, right? Bouncing means what goes back must come back. What goes forward must come back. So suppose normally we draw a mirror like this. And these dotted lines, so this surface is known as, so every time we can't draw that black paint and red paint, right? So this is the darkened surface. So this is how we represent a mirror. So suppose I have a ray of light falling on the mirror. So this is a simple example of reflection. Now, I use certain terms. What is a ray of light? Ray of light, nothing means. It means one stream of light. So understand something. Suppose I have the sun here, okay? The sun has infinite numbers of rays coming out. But for the sake of convenience and clarity in ray diagrams, we use one or two light rays. There is no other reason, but we don't want the diagram to become too messy and dirty. So therefore, suppose instead of the sun, this is an apple, okay? Let's say this is an apple. So normally I take one or two rays from the apple. I just choose one or two random rays. Why? Because I don't want to complicate, I don't want to mess up the ray diagram. I want the ray diagram to be very simple. Okay, clear, clean. What is a ray diagram? What is a ray diagram? Anybody? So a ray diagram is a diagrammatic representation of how an image of an object is formed after reflection from a reflecting surface. So this is a ray diagram. So I wrote a ray diagram is a diagrammatic representation of how an image is formed of an object. So the image is formed of the object, how an image is formed when it basically, is reflected from a reflecting surface. Now, I wrote two things here, object. What is an object? And what is an image? An object is a luminous or an object, not right, is it an object emits light rays if it is luminous or reflects light rays if it is non-luminous from light that falls on it. And what is an image? An image is an optical appearance, as we call it, of the object after reflection from a reflecting surface. Achha, many of you are writing mirror. For example, just now I saw Ayman Hussain wrote mirror. Okay, I can see my reflection in a steel plate, in a steel spoon also. So we will use this word reflecting surface. It can be a steel plate, it can be a steel spoon, it can be a silver plate, it can be even a pond of water. You can see your face in a pond of water, right? So any reflecting surface need not be a mirror. So normally we use the terms object and image very often in light. Light is a chapter that comes under your physics portion. So in class 7th, you have physics, chemistry, and bio, and little bit of, earth physics, as we call it, wind, cyclone, and all that. Done? Okay, understood everybody? Now, reflection. So this is my mirror. Let me name it MN. Or let me name it not N, M dashed. I will always draw the light rays in blue. That is just so that you are not confused. You will draw it using a scale and pencil. Let me name this A, O, B. At this point, let me draw a perpendicular. So this angle is 90 degree. So AB is the incident ray. O is the point of incidence. OB is the reflected ray. And ON is the normal. In science, normal means perpendicular, not normal abnormal. Okay. I'm writing here perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence. The word incidence mean, sorry, you're right, AO. Thank you for pointing it out. Thank you so much, Lokesh. Thank you. So AO is the incident ray. Incident means where the ray touches the reflecting surface or hits the reflecting surface. This angle I and this angle are R. So I is angle AON, which is the angle of incidence. And R is angle BON, angle of reflection. So angle of incidence is the angle, I'm just writing it here. So angle of incidence I is the angle that the incident ray makes with the normal. Write this down. Why? I'll tell you. Most children make a mistake here. An angle of reflection R is the angle that the reflected ray makes with the normal. And as I told you, normal means perpendicular. In physics, mathematics, and chemistry, when we say normal, normal is perpendicular. I'll give you some time, write it down. Those who have done regular classes with me in class 6 Olympiad batch, I have taught you in this way only. Because in 6 also you had light. So whatever I teach you in your 7th, you will do the same thing in your 8th and 10th and 11th and 12th. So that makes it very easy for you later on. Done? Ayman, is it okay? Everybody else, is it okay? Understanding? Please try to understand. Don't just learn up things. It will not work. Wait, ma'am. Okay, waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Don't worry. Rudra, done. Everybody tell me when you're done, okay? I'll wait. Don't worry. I know it takes some time. It's completely okay. Location, Shravya, how did your level 2 Olympiad go? I want a great answer. Not good. So location, Shravya and Dhruv also what was with me, right? Dhruv Rathi, it was great. Dhruv also did classes with me earlier. I remember Dhruv. I don't know, I might be making a mistake. Done, everybody? Okay. Okay, no, Dhruv is saying no. Okay, my mistake. Done, reflection. Okay, Atharv, yes, done. Everybody's done? Now, let's see now. So now see if you can correlate. Reflection is the bouncing back of light. You don't have to learn up everything. See, you don't have to write this exact definition. As long as your English is grammatically correct, you can write. Science is not about learning and just rattling out. Oh, Dhruv did only the demo class. Okay, okay, fine. Right? So when we draw a mirror, normally we don't draw it like this. We draw it like this. It is not possible to draw a glass surface like this, right? So this is reflection. And what is a mirror? A mirror basically has a polished surface or a reflecting surface, and the other surface will be a blackened or a darkened surface. So a pond of water is a reflecting surface, a steel spoon is a reflecting surface, a piece of glass is a reflecting surface. Now try to locate this diagram. Like I drew the diagram, horizontally, this is vertical. So AO is the incident ray. Incident ray is the ray which is coming out from the object. It might be an apple. O is the point of incidence. OB is the reflected ray. ON is the normal at the point of incidence. I is the angle of incidence. R is the angle of reflection. See if this is what you have done. Done this? Okay. Now we have laws of reflection. It is very, very simple. So we have a few very simple laws of reflection. First is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So let me name it again, AOBN. So what can I write? Angle AON is equal to angle BON. So angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Second law states that incident ray, reflected ray, and normal. So AO is the incident ray, OB is the reflected ray, and ON is the normal, lie on the same plane. Plane means same side, okay? Or same surface. All of them are on the same side. And the incident ray and the reflected ray are on opposite sides of the normal, which you can see. So these are the simple laws of reflection. Done? Everybody's done? Okay, let me see how much you understood. I need some space. Okay. A ray of light I will read the question. A ray of light strikes a reflecting surface at an angle of 18 degree with the plane surface. Find the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection. I will give you some time. Let me see. I will give you 2 minutes time. Or 5 minutes, not an issue. Without reading the question, everybody has jumped into it. Okay. Everybody has given me the answer. Now, take out the diagram. So let me first draw the diagram for you. So this diagram is this. There is a reflecting surface. They are saying a ray of light. Read the question. Strikes the reflecting surface at an angle of 18 degree with the plane surface. They are saying that this angle is 18 degree. This angle is I, this angle is R, this is 90. Correct, Shravya? So angle of incidence is 90 minus 80, 72 degree, and angle of reflection is 72 degree from the laws of reflection. Now understand why I told you most children make a mistake here. So look what you wrote. I made you write angle of incidence is the angle which the incident ray makes with the normal. See, read it where I wrote it. So angle of incidence is AON and not AOM. Understood your mistake, everybody? So Vase, it's a very simple question, but you see, 90% all of you, without even thinking, you jumped. Now you understand what is the problem? So this is where, small thing. This is just to show you a kind of a demo of what kind of questions there might be. Small questions, but that is where you make mistakes. We'll do loads of questions when we come back to the class. Yeah, so just to write it again, you're right. So angle of incidence is, let me write it here, the angle that the incident ray makes with the normal. And get it into your head. An angle of reflection is the angle that the reflected ray makes with the normal. So I don't think after today you will forget this ever. Got it? Okay. We have essentially two types of reflection. One is called regular reflection. So this is regular reflection. What is regular reflection? When the reflecting surface is smooth. So all the incident rays and all the parallel rays, all the reflected rays are parallel to each other. So this is called regular reflection. Regular reflection means that the reflecting surface is smooth. Okay. And definitely at every point, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. I'm showing it like this. So for every incident ray, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. So all the reflected rays are parallel to each other. Okay. Done? Now the opposite, the other category of reflection is called diffused reflection. This is also known as irregular reflection. And why does this happen? Because of an uneven or rough reflecting surface. Now understand something, write this somewhere in bold, capital, wherever you want. The laws of reflection are obeyed in irregular or diffused reflection. So in each of these diagrams, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. Then why do they appear scattered? They appear scattered like this because of the rough surface. So always angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. So whether it is regular or irregular reflection, always the laws of reflection will hold true or will be valid. Done, everybody? So, so this is regular reflection and this is diffuse reflection, also called irregular reflection. So irregular reflection or diffuse reflection is nothing but because of the rough surface or uneven surface. Can somebody give me an example of diffuse reflection happening? Suppose you have a smooth wall, okay? The surface of the wall is not smooth, right? Ocean, correct. Water, very good. These are all irregular. When light falls on a steel table, glass table, absolutely correct. So any irregular or uneven surface. Okay, now, very good, very good. When rays of light before telling you this, I told you of image, right? There are two categories of image. First is a real image, and the second is what you call as a virtual image. What is the difference between the two? It is formed when rays of light converge or meet at a point. And second, can be seen on a screen or can be formed on a screen, correct? And this one, virtual image, it is formed. If you don't know this, write it down. When rays of light do not actually meet after reflection, they are extended backwards where they meet. And this is actually called diverging. Diverging means they spread out and cannot be formed on a screen. So if you have understood real and virtual images, now you tell me something. When you go to a movie theater, right? Is it a real image or a virtual image that you see on the screen? Actors and actresses performing on the screen, right? What type of image it is? Shrey says virtual. Dhruv says virtual. Anybody? Virtual. Anybody else? Virtual. In a movie theater, what you see on the screen is a real image. Okay. So basically, what you see on a movie screen is a real image. Correct, Shravya? So cinema hall or a cinema theater or screen is a real image. Anything that can be projected on a screen is a real image. Okay. How? I'll tell you lots when we do the actual classes. That will take one class. Can it be seen from any angle? It is real, Shravya. And if since it is virtual, can be seen from any angle, it's all real. A movie hall picture is real, right? How is an image formed? Suppose this is a plane mirror. Okay. Let's say here is a, some object, say a candle. A candle is my object. I will take two rays. You can ask me, why are you taking only two rays? I take two rays because that makes it easier for me. Actually, there are millions of rays coming out from the candle or the object, but I take in two rays because it's easier for me. So they simply follow the laws of reflection and they form. So this is where your eye is. So the two rays, reflected rays, do not meet. This is an image. So you will give a heading of how images are formed in plane mirror. Plane mirror means does not have any angle. It is a straight mirror. So these are my incident rays. And these are my reflected rays. So this is how an image is formed. Understood? I'm rubbing this. I'll tell you a few more things, okay? This distance is known as object distance. And this distance of the image from the mirror is called image distance. So the image is virtual. Why virtual? Because the rays of light do not actually meet. You are extending them backwards. Image is same size as the object. Object distance is equal to image distance. And another thing which I will explain is lateral inversion. What is lateral inversion? So left becomes right and right becomes left. And one more point is image is erect. Erect means straight. And what I wrote all of this, these are the characteristics of an image. I'll explain. So whenever you draw a ray diagram, this is a ray diagram which I've drawn, right? So whenever you draw a ray diagram, you have to write the characteristics of an image. So the characteristics of an image formed by a plane mirror are virtual, erect. Erect means straight or upright. Same size, object distance is equal to image distance, and lateral inversion. Lateral inversion means right becomes left and left becomes right. After this class is over, do one small experiment. All of you must have mirrors at home, right? Bathroom mirror, dressing table mirror, you have, right? Take a pencil or a pen, put it in your right hand and stand in front of the mirror. You will see that the image that you see, the pencil will show in the left hand. That is called lateral inversion. So whatever you hold in your right hand, in the image, that will appear to be seen in the left hand. I'll show you how that happens when I do it later in class also. Okay. Understood? So these are the characteristics of an image formed by a plane mirror. Done? In the class, you have to write, okay? I will make you write, because unless you draw the diagrams, you write, you will not understand. Simply staring at the screen will just not work. These are all things that you have to understand, because see, I hope by now you know, in the Olympiads, you will not get questions as what is this and what is that, okay? You will not get questions like that. So you will get questions, application questions, right? So for that, you have to understand the concept, apply the knowledge, and only then you can answer. Otherwise, you can't answer. You will not get define this and define that. Understood, everybody? Just give me a thumbs up if you're done with this. Okay, Shrey. Very good, Lokesh. Now, suppose I write the letters of the English alphabet. See, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. No, Q, I will not write like this. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Suppose I keep a plane mirror here. So I'm keeping a plane mirror here. Can you tell me how the image will be formed? I'm drawing the image in blue. So this laterally inversion. So this, what I'm writing here, is the lateral inversion of alphabets. C will be like this. 1 second. D will be like this. E. You get loads of questions in the Olympiads from this. G, H, I know, J, K, L, M, nothing, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, nothing, U, nothing, V, nothing, W, X, Y, no. And Z. So this is the lateral inversion of alphabets. Can you tell me one application of this? Have you seen on an ambulance how the word ambulance is written? So the ambulance is a vehicle used to transport patients, right? Somebody who's sick. So on an ambulance, the word ambulance is literally laterally inverted because of the driver who's at the front of the ambulance. Yes, it will be inverted. Yeah, sorry. N is inverted. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. My mistake. Thank you for pointing it out. Who pointed it out? Thank you, Sruja. Okay. So the simplest example of this, or the real life example of this, is In an ambulance, all the letters are actually laterally inverted. They are written laterally inverted. Yes, it definitely depends on the font and how you write the alphabet. Absolutely correct. And why is it so? Because in an ambulance, what happens? The person, the driver who is in front of the ambulance will see the alphabets laterally inverted. He can read it correctly and then he can let the driver go. So with this, we come to the end of the time for the demo. So all of you, how was the demo? Good, bad, horrible, boring, sleepy, nice? Okay, so I look forward to having each of you in my class and I hope I get to meet you soon. Okay, so thank you so much for being with us today. And in case you have any questions regarding the class batch, please contact the support team, the support number, and they will guide you at once. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. You can leave the meeting. Thank you. Bye-bye.